Okay, here's an example of a volume problem. It says the cylindrical can shown below has a height of 24 inches and a volume of 864 pi cubic inches. What is its radius? So we're going to start off this problem by writing the formula for volume of a cylinder, which the formula for volume of a cylinder is base area, capital B, times height. Base area is always pi r squared, and then times height. So anytime you see B, or anytime you're writing the formula for a cylinder for volume, you are going to put pi r squared times height. Okay, the height of this is given, and it's 24 inches. We don't know what the radius is, so we're trying to find that out. But we already do know what volume is, and we know what the height is. Okay, so in the equation, we're given the volume, which is 864 pi. Okay, we are also given the height, which is 24. They already give us the volume, and our volume has pi in it already. And the formula has pi in it already. It's asking us for the radius, so the value for pi is going to cancel each other out. When you have a pi symbol on one side of the equal sign and a pi symbol on the other side of the equal sign, and they're being multiplied, they're going to cancel each other out eventually. Okay, since these symbols and numbers are very, very close together, that means that they're being multiplied. So each of these are being multiplied. So this is really saying 864 times pi equals pi times radius squared times 24. So in order to isolate radius to get the answer for the radius, we want to divide, do the opposite of multiplying, and divide by everything in the problem besides what we're looking for. Okay, since I want to isolate r to find radius, and I'm multiplying all of these together, I'm going to divide by everything that I want to get rid of. So I would divide all of this by pi 24. So if I divided by pi 24 on the right side, then I would come over here on the left side and divide by pi 24. Because up here they're being multiplied, but if we divide, when you divide by something, like if you divided pi divided by pi, that would equal 1, and those would cancel out. The same thing if you divide 6 divided by 6, that would equal 1, and those would cancel out. So you would cancel out pi, because that would just equal 1, and then you would cancel out 24, because that would just equal 1, and you'd be left with r squared on this side. Because 1 times r squared would just give you r squared. Same thing applies on the left side. We're dividing pi divided by pi, so those cancel out. We have not yet divided 864 divided by pi, divided by 24. So we have to take 864 and divide that by 24. And that's going to give us 36. But it doesn't ask us for the radius squared. It's asking us what is the radius. So that means I have to take the square root Okay, this is saying 36 is equal to the radius squared. I don't want to know what the radius squared is, I just want to know what the radius is. So I want to know what the radius is without it being squared. So I'm going to take the square root on both sides, because when I take the square root, the opposite of squaring something is taking the square root. And that's just going to give me what my regular radius is, not radius squared. So if I take the square root on this side to get r by itself, then I have to take the square root on the other side, which the square root of 36 would be 6. So the answer for the radius for the can would be 6 inches. I knew it was in inches because the height was also in inches.